All right, I'll go. I'm Kris. I'm the drummer in Veal.
I guess it's my turn.
I think so.
I'm Dan, and I play guitar, and I also sing in Veal. What else did you want us to talk about, Kris? Sorry.
Just mention the EP coming up in the show.
Okay, yeah. So December 20. Not December. I'm so used to playing in December. November 27th. So next Saturday, we got a show at Vinnie's in Southport, and the EP is out as of now on all streaming platforms. Beautiful,
boys. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
No worries. So we'll run through a bit of background here first, guys. Like, Veal are a band from the Gold Coast that many people have never heard of, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't. So basically, you're an assortment, like let's say a local supergroup, if you will, of local musicians who've been going for about 8 years now. You've released 2 EPs in that time, play one special showcase gig every year. Is that about right?
That sounds pretty spot on.
Yeah, pretty bang on there. Yeah, you're not wrong.
And I suppose the big news this year is that Veal are releasing an EP called Pleased to Meet You, a single called, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but Anatidaephobia, which we'll get to later on, plus your annual show, which will be held at Vinnie's Dive Bar on November 27, mate. So based on your previous output, that's a massive leap in terms of output for this year.
You plugged that better than I did, so thanks, man.
No worries, brother. So what's brought all this extra on this year? Like, it's a big jump from one show a year.
Yeah. I guess we should probably explain the one show a year thing, because so basically when me and Kris started the band, which was in 2012, and it took us ages to actually get a show lined up, and when we did, it was finally we got a gig at Wallapalooza here on the Gold Coast, which is a once-a-year festival, as some people might know. And then because, I mean, especially at the time, I think Kris was in like 2 or 3 bands, and I was in, I think, 2 bands. So by the time we even got another show around was Wallapalooza the following year. And then I think it was by the 3rd year, it was Wallapalooza again. So we decided to make it an annual thing. And it works out well because, I mean, especially Kris and Jimmy with Azrael, you know, they're always busy. So having one show a year it's refreshing too. You're always looking forward to it. You don't get bored playing the same gigs every second week. Mm-hmm. I hope that kind of clears that bit up.
It does. So you're happy just doing the one show a year?
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
Yeah.
As I said, as Dan said, it keeps it all exciting. Like we've been playing a bunch of the old songs since day one, and I'm still not sick of them. So it's sort of we see each other all year round, but it's like you get to that point of the year where you're like, cool, it's time to start cooking the roast, the veal, and let's get it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's not obvious, Kris is the one who comes up with all the puns in the band.
He's a funny guy, is he? So along those lines, like looking through your track listing of songs, like I'll throw one song up, for example. You've got one of Britney's mum's pubic hairs. So it's pretty obvious you guys have got that element of humor in the band, but would you say you're a comedy band, you're a joke band, you're a serious band, casual, part-time? Like, what do you call yourselves?
All of that.
All of the above?
Yeah, I think I guess those earlier tracks. I mean, when Dan and I started writing, I think Dan came up with the idea of let's just do each song title from a line from a movie, and then I guess you'd probably call it. I guess we're serious music with funny names. Yeah, if you call it like that, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was just going to say the songs themselves, like, and I say this loosely because some songs not. A lot of the songs do have a serious element behind the lyrical content. It just so happens that, the title of the songs, like Kris said, I decided to use pop culture as how to title our songs. And so, yeah, that kind of shows the fun part, as whereas the lyrics are a bit more serious, and we do take ourselves a bit more seriously on stage to a certain degree. But yeah.
And I hate sort of labouring bands into genres and stuff, but to me, you guys are a mix of hard rock and metal and punk. Is that a fair way to describe this?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
That would be the like the everyone in the band have all played in punk bands and metal bands at some point, so that kind of comes into play there.
So who else is in the band, mate? We met you guys. You mentioned Jimmy before. Who else makes up the band?
Noz. So Noz was in a band called The Green Whistle a little while back. Not sure if you heard of them. Which me and Kris both played. Yeah. Oh, they're awesome. They're very punk as well. And Noz has played in bands with Kris in the past as well, and me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you look through your press release says these guys look beefed up but not young enough to be Veal. So it sounds funny, but what the fuck does it actually mean?
Kris, you take that one.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, okay. Well, I guess all the funny puns come from, so when Dan and I started the band, I'm actually a butcher by trade.
All right.
So hence the name Veal, hence the fresh cut. So I think that was Jimmy's idea, that one. The meeting, so everything was all pretty much from the meat industry titles as such. What were we talking about? What was the question again?
The statement, these guys look beefed up but not young enough to be Veal.
Oh, beefed up. I dare say it's because obviously Veal is the young beef. So obviously we're old.
Do you
men.
remember, though, Kris?
Sorry?
Do you know where it came from?
No.
Nah, that was Jimmy, wasn't it?
Oh man.
No.
Remember some guy, my phone's gonna fucking fall. Some dude messaged the Veal Facebook page, and that was, I'm pretty sure Jimmy is the one who knows the exact story, but I'm pretty sure some old fella messaged us, and that was his take on the band. He said, Jimmy quoted it, it's whatever it is, who the fuck is Veal, and so on, and that was basically the guy.
I remember that. No, I haven't heard that one yet. Okay.
Jimmy thought it was the greatest thing ever.
All right, we'll go with that then. But yeah, I guess
that's what we'll run with. Well, look, Jimmy's never been told to stretch the truth, has he? So. So actually doing the research for this, I got a hold of a review of Pleased to Meet You by a character called Saul Merkin. And he says if you guys look like a bunch of middle-aged men or boomers, and refers to your asses as lazy. Like, I don't know about you, but it sounds a little bit harsh.
Oh, wow. I mean,
yeah, I guess that's...
He's not even middle-aged.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's brutal, but hey, any review is a good review in my book. So.
He might redeem himself a bit here. Like, he also mentions your guitarist in the same breath as Slash. Like, is that true? I think your guitarist that good?
That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy, 100%. Jimmy, me and Jimmy both have very different backgrounds, more or less, with guitar. Like, we have some crossovers, but he's mad. If you listen to his solos, they're massively Slash influenced in the best way possible. That and Dimebag. So that's all Jimmy.
Right, yeah, cool. Well, I actually got that Saul character here, mate, if you guys want to say anything to him. Saul, come over here and say hello. He's actually just popped into my house today.
Oh. Hey guys, how you doing? I got a couple of questions I wanted to ask you.
I don't know what to say.
Dan, your lyrical content is pretty messed up. Can you explain some of the lyrical content?
Go on, Dan.
Oh, fuck. Not laughing over here.
No, it's just something Kris said earlier. Some of the lyrical content. All right. Anything in particular you want to know about?
Maybe about the, is it Aqua Rage something about being pulled underwater?
Yes, that song. I don't know how to put this lightly. So dolphins are well documented for having, I guess, crushes on humans. They're also well documented for taking humans down and doing stuff to them. And that's basically what the song's about. It's dolphins doing things to humans.
Have you experienced this yourself? Is that why you wrote the song?
Once, and I'd rather not talk about it, mate. Sorry. It's a very touchy subject.
Oh, so you didn't enjoy it?
I didn't say that.
Nice. Just one more question for you guys. It sounds like the guitar solos that there's two people doing them. Is that right?
Correct. And
who is the better guitarist out of the two?
The other guy, definitely.
Are you sure about that?
The one that's trying to be Slash.
Yeah, the one that's trying too hard to be Dimebag. That guy.
Damn, that's a bit nasty. All right, guys, I'm out anyway. Thanks for your time. Crispy's got some more questions for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the good review.
Cheers.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, sorry, guys, I couldn't keep him away. He's been nagging at me to get in on that interview the whole afternoon, so I had to let him say hello.
He seems like the kind of person that would be pretty naggy.
He's a bit off tap, but I'm hoping he fucks off pretty quickly, to be honest with you. So after we've heard a little bit about his review, guys, I suppose you guys are better off running through the EP yourself a little bit. So let's run through it, starting with the first track, The Darkest Timeline. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say about it.
Awesome song.
Yep, cool. Moving on then. What about Hot Wheels Derby?
Hot Wheels Derby is very self-explanatory. Hot Wheels was, I think, that must have been probably the second song we ever wrote, actually.
Yeah.
In probably 2012, 2013. And yeah, it's very much what it says. I should say it's pretty well inspired by, the presidents of the United States of America.
Yep.
Yeah, so they got a song called Mark V, which is basically about Hot Wheels cars, basically. So that's kind of where the inspiration came from. And yeah, it's about Hot Wheels derbies. There's no more to that, really. It's a pretty simple song.
Right, yeah. How about Liquor Out? There's got to be a good story behind Liquor Out.
Liquor Out is about a particular person who I won't name, but it's about someone, but it's something everyone can kind of relate to. It's more about people promising the world and never being able to live up to those promises. That's more or less what it's about.
Not actually until you say that out loud that it gets the full effect, does it?
Yeah. If there's one thing I do pride myself on is lyrically, I can make a song about something that you wouldn't know was about anything. So yeah, I do pride.
So Saul ran through Aqua Rage. We missed that one out. What about Tom's Cruise Control? That sounds interesting.
That, I guess I should give most credit to Jimmy for that.
Reluctantly.
One, I don't want to give him too much credit, or his ego might inflate too much.
Yeah, his top hat might get too big.
No, but Jimmy kind of, I feel like Jimmy threw the idea out about having a song about when the pandemic started and everyone basically raided the shelves and stole all the toilet paper.
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly what the song's about. So it kind of goes down to all the people who I kind of think they're better than what we're dealing with at the moment. Like they think they're invincible, so that's why the lyrics are, it's a piss take saying you're a 5-star genius. Like, you think you're fucking all that, but you're not.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And my personal favorite, I know I'm going to say this wrong, but Anatidaephobia, which has got something to do with ducks.
Anatidaephobia.
Yeah.
Which, don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the band who can say it.
What's that one?
Yeah. I've got a mate who, a very long time ago, I actually looked it up recently. It's from a movie or something. It's from some movie, and I don't quite know how, but it's a made-up phobia that somewhere in the world, a duck is watching you, and that people are scared of that. And my mate told me that, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So I said, I'm going to write my next song about that, and I did.
Yeah, and that's the single that's been released with the film clip as well.
Yeah. When the film clip would be up, I'm not sure, but there's a film clip to it, which is pretty much tongue in cheek about the actual song as well. So I feel like I am smart enough here.
Well, all bullshit aside, guys, like I've actually had to listen to the EP, and she's a fucking cracker, mate. Like, you've got everything. There's metal, there's some rock, there's some punk, there's humor. But yeah, I can't wait to see it live, mate, on next Saturday night, which is November the 27th. So tell us a bit more about that show and why everyone in Brisbane and Gold Coast should come to it.
Kris?
I'll give it a crack. I guess, yeah, once a year we play. This is probably the biggest set list we've ever played. We're pretty much playing all the bangers. You don't want to miss it. Good lineup. Awesome venue. If you want a rock show, we only play once a year, so we give it more than 100% each time. So you don't want to miss it. Come to Vinny's Dive Bar next Saturday, November 27th.
Beautiful. And then I'm assuming it's back into hibernation until this time next year.
Yeah, every year we do our best. If we screw up the songs, hey, we got another year to practice.
Yep. We have a bad habit of waiting pretty late to start jamming. So
yeah.
Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, pleased to meet you. The EP is out now. The gig's on next Saturday. The single should be out any day with a video clip. So it's all happening in the Bill Camp, guys. So Kris and Dan, thanks for taking time out to chat with us, and we'll see you next weekend.
All right, thanks, man.